One of the greatest reasons people remain stuck in life is not because they lack ability, intelligence, or resources, but because they are waiting for clarity, waiting for confidence, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for everything to make sense before they move. But here is a powerful truth. Clarity does not come before action. Clarity comes from taking action. Most of the time, we want the full picture before we can take the first step. We want guarantees. We want certainty. We want to know how exactly things will work out. But life doesn't work that way. If everything were clear from the beginning, growth would not be required. Faith would not be necessary. Courage would not be developed. Think about learning to drive. You do not master driving before sitting behind the wheel. You learn by starting, making mistakes, adjusting, and moving forward. The same principle applies to life, purpose, business, studies, relationships, and personal growth. The path reveals itself after you begin walking. The first step is always the hardest. The first step is uncomfortable because it exposes us to uncertainty. It challenges our fears, our excuses, and sometimes our pride. We worry about failing, being judged, or looking unprepared. But what we often forget is that everyone who is ahead of us once stood exactly where we are, unsure, unready, afraid. Progress does not begin when fear disappears. Progress begins when you move despite fear. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action in the presence of fear. You don't need a full plan. You don't need all the resources. You don't even need permission. What you need is movement. Once you take the first step, momentum begins to build. And momentum changes everything. Movement creates alignment. There is something powerful that happens when you take the first step. Things begin to align. People appear, ideas flow, opportunities surface. Solutions that were invisible before suddenly becomes clear. Not because they magically appeared, but because movement sharpened your perception. When you stay still, everything feels confusing. When you move even slowly, the fog begins to lift. Life responds to movement. Direction is revealed through action and not intention alone. Many people say, I'm waiting for things to fall in place. But things don't fall into place while you wait. They fall into place while you move. The act of stepping forward rearranges the circumstances around you. Small steps matter more than perfect plans. The mistake many people make is thinking that the first step has to be big. It doesn't. Small steps are powerful. Sending the email, making the phone call, writing the first page, attending the first class, recording the first video. Starting imperfectly is better than waiting endlessly. Small steps build confidence. Confidence builds consistency, and consistency produces results. Don't underestimate the power of starting where you are with what you have. You will grow into clarity. You will grow into confidence, and you will grow into competence. Trust the process. There will be moments when things don't make sense. moments when progress feels slow, and moments when doubt creeps in. That's part of the journey. Growth is rarely linear, but if you remain committed to taking the next step, no matter how small, you will look back one day and realize how far you've come. Remember, you are not behind. You are in the process. What matters most is that you keep moving forward. Final reflection. If you're waiting for the perfect time, this is it. If you're waiting for clarity, take a step. If you're waiting for confidence, act first. Confidence will follow. Life rewards movement. The path opens to those who walk it. Take the first step and trust that the next one will appear. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and remember, what you do is what you become.